It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Goff drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action. It's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vontaze Burfict coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Leopard! Leopard!
Allen off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Leopard! Leopard!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Pretty move. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Goff. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On play action, Allen. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Eluding the pressure right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. Shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
No. Check. Patriot.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Goff. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. 12.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Gone. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
No, check, Patriots!
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Detroit!
On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Watch it now, Barney! No, check, Patriots! Detroit!
On second down, here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. the fumble recovery. Goff flushed out right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Goff. He goes underneath to Ingram. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're running. Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Going up top. Fight it. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Again, Goff. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up the blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
12. Merlin.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's gone. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.